So, thank you everyone for joining our today's webinar session. Uh, the session is basically on ISMA GST Advanced portal, and uh, we are going to show you the glimpse of all the features which we introduce in ISMA GST Advanced portal. Along with that, my colleague Sagar is going to share his experience regarding GST-R1 filing. So, let me start the start with the presentation first. Later on, we will jump to the direct live portal. Today agenda, as I told you earlier, I will give you the key features which we introduce in the new version. Later on, we will directly go to live demo of the product, and Gagan and Sagar is going to explain you all the features in the live product only. Later, if the time allows, Gagan going to give you the brief regarding advanced reconciliation. For detailed uh, working of advanced reconciliation, we are planning to give a next webinar on that. So keeping view of feedback from our existing client and the challenges which we faced in ISMA GST old version, we we majorly focus on the pen level this time. We found that client is unable to do a reconciliation at a company level. So we introduced the biggest feature this time is reconciliation at a PAN level. Second thing is that we found that many people ask us that we need a reports at a company level. We need to work at a company level. We have a multiple GST and we cannot work as a GST invoice. So we incorporate bulk upload, bulk download. We give this time a dashboard on a ISMA GST portal. This is the first time which we are going to launch the dashboard. So in the dashboard, we are going to give the company snapshot of GST compliance. That snapshot can be can be matched with your books. As you know that we are lagging in invoice reconciliation. So we introduce the invoice record this time. So and we will automatically fetch your invoice from the government portal, and you can do a reconciliation with your purchase data or the sales data, so that your entire reconciliation can be done. So we try entire working for a GST and can be similarly synced with a PAN level. So entire feature of company information is available at a PAN information. Second feature which we introduced this time is a annual return. Earlier we have a very basic form for a GSTN 9, and many user ask us to prepare a detailed comparison between GSTN 9 of your data along with the data which is saved at a government portal. So we introduced the GSTN 9 filing in my GST only this time. So you can file your GSTN 9, you can compute the tables which are where sales and purchase data which will automatically populate at a table 4, 5, 8 and 9 will be automatically updated. The calculation of table 8A, the comparison between the data which is saved at a EMG portal and the data saved at a government portal. Detailed comparison report can be seen at an annual level. So entire like this time we have also introduced GST 9C feature. So entire annual return which is missing in ISMA GST old portal is now covered under a advanced version. Coming to the main requirement of any user, which is a return. Earlier we are missing with a few returns. For example, job work return ITC 4, or you can say ITC 6, 7, 8 are missing there. But this time we try to incorporate every return which is possible, like which user demand in the industry. So we provided all returns in my GST portal. This time we have also given the option of saving your data. Like earlier we are trying to give you the save option, but not at a file and submit option. But this time we introduce a submit option at EMG level only. So you can submit your entire return, and you can including that signature part also. The GST signature is also introduced in my GST. So you don't need to go to government portal and uh, like once your data is saved, you don't need to log in anywhere. It's a single click, single user ID password. Don't need to log in at each GST level. So entire submission of your work can be done at a EaseMy GST Advanced portal. We will show you the mailing option, which is very in demand. Every user are looking for a mail option these days. We introduce mailing option in reconciliation, but also in a GSTR1. Let's say you want to send a mail to your customer regarding your data saved in GSTR1. You want to inform that that can be also possible in this advanced portal. All the validation, which is earlier, like earlier we have all the validation as per a government schema, but this time also we try to manage every validation in the portal, as well as this time we are validating your entire information at a data entry level only. Let's say you want to check the status of that particular JSTN, whether it is active, deactive. You want to check the status whether they have filed their last 3B or not. So entire information at a data invoice level only you can find it. We incorporate filters for your Genesis ERP point of view entry site. For example, you want to know the particular volume of information for that particular site. Earlier, we don't have an option for a filtration, but this time, if you want to know the any in many one GST having a multiple site, and in multiple site you want to check the data, so you can filter out based on a multiple filter. You can check, go to that particular site and can verify your data. So entire, as I told you, entire returns, whether it is a GSTR 3B auto computation, whether it is a return 6 or reconciliation of 6A, whether it is 7, 8, or whether it is IT support. Entire returns which we try to incorporate in advanced version. The third key requirement which we face while pitching to the clients are a reconciliation of other type. For example, e-invoice reconciliation and e-way bill reconciliation. So this time we introduce the feature of getting your entire data from government portal to EaseMyGST portal. You can fetch. So based on particular parameter, you can fetch your e-invoice data which is saved at a government, and you can call that data and you can do a reconciliation with your GSTR1. This entire process is automated. My colleague Sagar is going to show you the e-invoice reconciliation. So our agenda is to give you the invoices which you might be forgotten for generating e-invoice, or you want to know which invoice is pending for not being used as a e-way bill. So entire minute information can be done by this two reconciliation. There are other key features also. For example, as I told you, mail communication, entire mail communication system, whether it is a at a invoice level or whether it is a bulk vendor wise or it is multi-select option. So all the mail communication and mail as per your format. And if you want to send the data in a mail, you can also send the data through the mail option. This time we introduced a feature called mark invoice at a 3B, so that once you do a reconciliation, we found that while computing 3B, you want to know during the reconciliation which invoice need to be populated in 3B. So you can mark the invoices for 3B filing, so that at once you are filing a 3B, you can have a fair idea that these are the invoices and these are the input I can take in a. We also introduce a one tool which is basically a Excel integration tool. If you have any Excel which you want to integrate with us, you do not want to use our template and you want that this Excel can be integrated directly to EMG. So there is a one-time activity which we are going to do in favor of you. And after that, you can upload that Excel to advanced portal and your data can be migrated easily. Vendor master, this time we introduced the vendor master so that vendor email addresses or vendors auto name population can be introduced. This is missing feature early in our old portal. Search feature, basically many of user ask us that we want to know the status of particular HSN. We want to know the status of particular GSTN. What is a vendor status? So entire search option is dedicatedly introduced in advanced portal, so that in bulk, for example, you have a 500 GSTN and you want to search entire 500 GSTN of vendors, which vendor is having a active section or non-active section, which vendor, which address, which email address. So entire search option, the data which is saved at the government can be visible through a search API. We are going to show in a live demo. So as I told you, DSC signer, news and update, everything which we usually give you the at a bell icon or either through a mail. This time we have introduced that this feature need to be shown in a dashboard only, so that user can see the information live at a dashboard. I would request my colleague Gagan to show the live portal of a demo from here. Over to you, Gagan.
Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, Vinay, for giving the brief introduction of Advanced Is My GST. I will now like to show you the live version that how we will gonna do the sign up and all the features where we can see all the features. So first of all, you are already aware that the Genesis members and the EMG members who are already aware of the GST returns, e-way bill and e-invoice. So this is a sign up page. When we click on the login page, a new page will be opening as of now. Now, through this, we will do a sign in. When we click for the sign in, there is a new version upgrade. Means for the GST return, we have named it as a Sapphire. So we are going for the Sapphire version. Now, clicking on the Sapphire, we will go for a new and our new advanced version. So this is a basically a dashboard for our new advanced version. One thing I will let you know that for transferring all the data, all the organization, we have already mapped all the organization to our new advanced version. You do not have to worry about the organization details and all the mappings from the old one to the new one. Also, we have arranged a account manager. A separate dedicated account manager will be given to all the accounts who will train you, who will give you the who will provide you the training on how to use the portal and how to work on that one. Okay, first of all, we will go by the organization adding. So how to add the organization? This is the organization detail. Now coming to the organization, we can manage multiple PAN. As you can see here, different PANs I have added ABC, ABC1, ABC PAN 2 means there's a test PANs. You can also add a multiple PAN and work on at the same time. You can work on the different PAN as well. So now coming to the PAN level dashboard. So clicking on the ABC1 means this is the overview which I am showing is on the PAN level basis. Now, what all the information I have into that dashboard for you. So if you can already see the number of GSTNs. So we are going to show that how many of the GSTNs you have added right now in one PAN. Also the outward supplies, RCM inward supplies, RCM payments means we are going to show that what all the RCM payments and RCM inward supplies you have uploaded in our ISMA GST on a PAN level basis, right? Again, there are some more graphs and charts to show the data that outward taxable supplies, gross tax liabilities, and also the settlement of tax liability. This is the first time in the history of ISMA GST we are giving the settlements of tax liabilities, and we are showing it through the chart and the graph on a basis. So now advanced feature in this version also exists that you can now click on the filter and apply the filter as per your requirements. You can also change your data according to your requirement, and also you can download the same data to the Excel input. So you have to just click on the get CSV and the same Excel will get be downloaded. So now coming to the important news and updates, we are coming up with the new feature that into the dashboard only all the users will get to know that what all the important news and updates are coming from the government portal. Means what all the press release are, what all the uh, what all the press release, what all the circulations and the updates the government portal is giving to us. So we will directly upload and directly show you the important news and updates. Also the updates regarding the webinars, regarding the knowledge base from the ESMA GST team. All the updates will be shown here. If we go for a setting section, means many of the users are asking, or many of the users wants that what all the ISMA GST can do against the manage user role. So we are now managing users as by just inviting the user according to your beneficiary, according to your business role, what all the roles you have to provide to the user, that if you want to give the access to admin, preparer, signatory, guest, maker, any of the access you can provide, dependent upon the role, you can give the user access to the PAN level as well. Also from the GSTN perspective, I would like to show you that I am working on a PAN level settings. If you go to the GSTN level, means if you go enter into any of the GSTN, just click on the GSTN, go for the settings and go for the manage user. If you want to give the access to GSTN wise to the user as per the GSTN, if you want to tell that Mr. A will be working only in the only for the 4 GSTN or 3 GSTNs, so you can give or provide the access to the GSTN level as well. Also coming to the PAN level, now at the PAN level we have a new advanced feature, means compliance tracker. So we are missing in the older version. The feature is that compliance tracker, means all the compliances of our company is tracked in this portal, in this view page. You in this GST session, you can check that what all the active session are there for all the GSTs. Also, you can check the filing history as well, means what all the filing history I have into my older periods. You can just click on the months and just change your month period. Also, if you want to download and if you want to check the summary of the filing history, you can download the summary history as well. You have to just click on the download summary, and then it will get downloaded according to the returns or according to the get options which you have uploaded, means get 2A, get 3B, and that GSR 6 and ITC 04, which is job work, which is a new feature. So for the detailed option also, we have put it here that if you want to go for a detailed version, by clicking on the return type, you just select the regular invoice or any of the other documents, just click on the download details. You will get the download details of your return filing history, means what all the filing you have done in the past, what all the how many of the months you have done, either you have filed one or either you have filed 3B. Both the details we are coming up with this in the compliance tracker option. Also, we have a separate page for a resource, means some of the tools or some of the knowledge session which required for the user to understand what all the features we have to use or how to use that features into the ISMA GST. So coming to the utility part, so in the utility we have input formats, means the formats which you need or you require to download, and if you require to maintain the data or prepare the data, you can prepare the data in our ISMA GST formats for GSTR 1, 2, 3B, and the said returns which I have shown you in the screen. So also, and we have the vendor management upload also, means we are maintaining the vendor management, means vendor master is also there. Also, you can upload a vendor master at once at one go from the Excel point of view. So you have to just upload the username, GSTN numbers, or you have to or you want to upload the email ID. So you can put the email ID as well into the vendor master, which will be helpful for your reconciliation results, means for doing the mail communication through the reconciliation. Okay, so Garnet. Okay, so we have a one more tool which says that Garnet tool. Garnet tool helps you to improvise the taxable values, invoice value. Means if you have prepared the data and you do not have any total invoice value. If you want to calculate the total invoice value, which is a very tedious task to do. So for that you have to upload, or you have to just upload that Excel file into that Garnet tool, and then just download that file. So all the invoice values and all the HSN codes will be automatically calculated on that Garnet tool. Also, if you want to integrate any of your Excel or any of your ERP Excel output, means if you do not want to go for the Excel integration, if you do not want to go for the Excel upload, also if you do not want to go for the direct integration which we have, so you can go also with the your version of Excel and just upload that into the Garnet tool. We will apply some of the rules for the first time. We will show the how to use that rule. So we will apply that rule, and every time you will get a output resultant into the ISMA GST format, and you have to just click on the upload button to directly upload that format. Now coming to the DSC signer part, so this is very awaited feature that all the ISMA GST customers are asking, that we need to go for the GST portal, that how to Means after saving the data from EaseMyGST, we need to go to the login to the government portal. Also log into the government portal to file the GST returns, to submit the GST returns. Also, there is very big challenge around the days where we have due date. We have the GST one due date timing. So there are very much difficulties to log in that portal and go for that filing purposes. So we are coming up with we have updated our software with the DSC signer. Means you have to just download the DSC signer software from here, and you will be able to apply or file your return with your DSC applicable. Now coming to the utilities section. So what all the utility sections say? So this is totally a new different section for us, for the EMG users. Also, in this, we will provide you the GST details, all the details regarding the filing of that counterparty GST, regarding that all the details of that counterparty GSTs, means PAN addresses, other addresses, business addresses, all the details with the filing detail as well, whether the counterparty has filed quarterly, manually, or with the latest counterparty filing return history as well, whether they have filed financial year 2021 to 2022, all the returns, whether they have filed or not filed, all the options. You have to just copy paste your GST numbers, all of the GST number you can copy paste. This is have a limit of 500 GST per time, means at a time you can upload that GST and you will get a Excel format in which you will get all the details from the GST perspective and all the filing perspective. Same as like we are having the HSN search, means for the as of now we already know that for e-invoice and e-bill, we need to correct all those HSN which we have uploaded in our master. We need to correct all the masters. So you can just upload the HSN codes here, and then you have to just copy paste the HSN code. We will give you the resultant output with the details of the HSN, whether it is applicable or not, whether it is correct or not. Right. Okay. Now coming to the GST data. So what the GST data say means, we are giving you this separate option, separate section for downloading the all the GSTR returns data from the government portal. Means if you can say, okay, so this feature, firstly, it is available in EaseMyGST only for the GST invoice. So now we are coming up with the PAN level data download. Means for all the invoices, or for all the GST numbers, you can download the data at one go. Now clicking on the selecting the you can select all of your PAN or multiple selection you can do for the GST return, and you can download all the GSTR returns. Means GSTR1 e-invoice, GSTR1 return. Also, the filed return you can also download. Also, if you have not filed your return, if you have only submit the return, or if you have only saved the data to your government portal, then also we will download the particular data from the government portal to show you that what all the data is present at the government portal. Also, we have some ledgers balance. So all the ledgers are available: GSTR7, GSTR8, GSTR 8 and 7 and 9, which are new to the EaseMyGST. Also, the ITC04, we have most of the queries regarding the job work. So all of the returns are here to download from the government portal on a PAN level. Also, these same are available into the GST level as well, but we are showing you the updated and advanced version to download all the returns with the PAN level. Now coming to that reconciliation part. So this is very much awaited section. I mean to say that all the section of reconciliation from the user journey, from uploading the purchase data to the result of the reconciliation. So I will show you the whole process. After in the end of the PPT, I will show you. Also, we will have a separate webinar to show you that how the reconciliation works, how the reconciliation go. I will just give you the glimpse in the afterwards of my PPT. So I will show you that what all the advancement we have provided here into the advanced portal. Also, we will have a separate webinar on full part of reconciliation, from where we will show you that how to upload the GSTR2 data, how to get the data, and how to do the reconciliation part with the advanced logics. Now coming to the bulk operation. So again, this is a new section that users are facing problem in uploading the data GSTN wise data. They have to they need to upload GSTN wise, so that's take a lot of time. So now we are coming with the upload section with a bulk upload, means all the GSTN data will come into that particular Excel, and you have to just upload it from the browse section. For those who are doing it from the Excel point of view, for those who are doing it from the integration point of view, so you do not have to worry about, you just have to click on the that ERP side, and you have to just send your data to the EaseMyGST. Coming to the EaseMyGST, you will see the logs here from GSTN wise, and you will see the logs that what all the errors and what all the validation and business errors you have occurred. So we have segregated into the two parts. First is business error and then structural error. If you have some structural errors in your system, means you can say that GST number is having some gap or space or wrong GST number, that all the GST, all the structural errors we will sort out here only into the UI part. Also, coming to the business part, which are the validation errors, means you need to say that this six digit HSN code is not correct, that should be of 8-digit HSN code, or HSN code is not correct, that should be of some other HSN code, or any of other validation that will be available in that view section of the GSTR1 part. Means I think I'm going way behind. So my colleague Sagar will show you that how to do all the GSTR1 returns part by part. In that view section, you will be able to check that what all the business errors are there according to the system which we have provided you. So we have applied all the business and validation, all the errors. Now coming to the again a new feature uh, that is of e-invoice, means recon with the e-invoice for GSTR1, recon with the e-invoice. So this is basically a new feature, and again the most awaited feature which all the users want, that how to do a reconciliation with the e-invoice, because some of the invoices are generating, and some of the data which we are providing from the accounts team, that there is some gap in the accounts team plus in the users who are generating the e-invoice. So there are some gaps in the data or in the invoices. So you can fill out that gap from by performing the recon view perform. Also, now you can download this bulk. You can do the bulk get e-invoice by clicking on the pan level invoice. You can have the e-invoice details on a pan level basis. Okay. So now coming to that GSTR1 part, means all the returns I have shown you. One more thing that my colleague Sagar will gonna show you the return filing status, means how the working of the returns will be there, and how we will gonna do the return filing for this particular December month, which is be going to held on or before 11th of January. So all the users will be going to file the returns from this particular portal only, the advanced portal. Over to you, Sagar.
Sagar, there is a feedback from the user that we are going little fast. So I would request you kindly explain the GSTR1 process in a very explainable, easy manner so that everyone can do return GSTR1 filing properly.
Sure, sir. Uh, from here, I will explain you the GSTR1 working, getting the data on EaseMyGST portal, and syncing the data from EaseMyGST portal to government portal. So first of all, I would like to draw your kind attention towards here. This is basically the PAN, and we can upload. This is basically a very good step to upload the data on EaseMyGST portal PAN wise. Basically, there are two processes to upload the data on EaseMyGST. First one is integration process, as you all know, and second one is the Excel process. We providing you to upload the data on EaseMyGST, both integration process and Excel process on GSTN level and also on PAN level. So it is better for you for our clients to upload the data on EMG portal PAN wise, either through integration process or through Excel process. Now, if you transfer the data from any ERP, or I can say through integration process on EaseMyGST portal, then then it will automatically segregate into this GSTN. You will transfer the data from any ERP, suppose Genesis ERP or any ERP, then it will come at first PAN wise, and then it will segregate on this GSTN wise data. It will automatically bifurcate. And second one is, this down thumb will show you that your session of GSTIN is inactive, and the upward thumb will show that your session is active. So if the session is inactive, then by going on this compliance tracker, you have to activate your session by regenerating the OTP. Okay, now after this, I will show you the process of uploading the data on EaseMyGST portal PAN wise through Excel process, because it is very easy, because when you transfer the data through ERP on EaseMyGST portal, then it will automatically segregate into this GSTN. But through Excel, I want to show you the working. So first of all, I will select this option. I will select the PAN as this is my PAN, ABC Private Limited. Inside this, I will select this bulk operation. Now here basically we all are providing you to upload the data PAN wise through Excel of GSTR1, also for GSTR2. You can also go PAN wise uploading process through Excel, or integration uploading the data of GSTR1 also of GSTR2. So from here I will select return type as GSTR1, and here I will select the month as for which month I want to do the filing, and here I will upload the data on EaseMyGST portal PAN wise. Okay, after uploading the data, after clicking on this upload button, the data will PAN wise automatically upload on EaseMyGST portal, and after uploading, it will automatically segregate into this GSTN. Second process is, after filing of GSTR1, you can also download the data in bulk of any transaction. Either you want to download GSTR1, GSTR2, 2A and 2B. From here, we will select the transaction for which we want to download the data, either for regular transaction, as we all know that normal transaction B2B, B2CS, or for GSTR2, B2B imports and HSN summary and document details. From here, if we want to download the data in bulk of PAN wise, then we can select PAN, or if we want to download the data GSTN wise, then basically we will fill the GSTN here, and here we will select the period for which we want to download the data. After this, when we click on this button, the data will automatically download. As you see, there's a logs created here, and the status is done. I have done this bulk downloading for GSTR1 process. Next most important thing is bulk GSTR1 e-invoice reconciliation. I would like to draw your point attention towards this, that we are also providing the reconciliation PAN wise. This basically indicates the PAN wise reconciliation of the auto populated data which lie on GST portal with the sales data PAN wise, and auto populated data on EaseMyGST portal PAN wise. From here, as we all know that there are only 4 transactions for which the e-invoice is applicable. It is B2B transaction, CDN transaction, CDNUR transaction, and export transaction. We will fetch PAN wise data from the government portal by clicking on this bulk get e-invoice operation. After this, the sales data and the fetched e-invoice data which we fetched from the government portal, we will perform the bulk reconciliation process. So this facility also available at GSTN level. I will show you later, and also available on PAN level. So after this, now I'm proceeding towards the GSTN to show you the working of GSTR1. I will select Haryana GSTN as first. Then from here, as you see, there's a return option in which we are providing you GSTR1 sales return, basically outward sales return, GSTR3B, GSTR9, 9C, ITC04, which is basically the job work return, and GSTR2X. Okay, now I select GSTR1 first of all. So here I will show you all this, that If you do not want to upload the data pan wise, then you can upload the data on EaseMyGST portal GSTN level also. Here it is this facility is provided by clicking browse section. You can upload the data of any GSTN. After this, it will show you the logs as success, or if you face any structural error or business error, then it will also show you the status of it, and you can correct your error and re-upload your data on EaseMyGST portal. After uploading the data on EaseMyGST portal, basically you can see your invoices by clicking on this view section like this. As you see, you can see your invoices, and also this here it is showing document type. It is whether it is credit note, debit note, B2B, or document number, document date, GSTIN of counterparty, name of counterparty, total value, GSTN status, error also. If there is some error arised in uploading the data, in basically uploading the data, maybe sometimes the for interstate transaction CGST and SGST amount are shown in the data. So for these types of error, you can basically validate at your end. You can validate at your end and correct it. If you want to see the particular invoice, you can click here like this in document number, and on this, if you click here, you can see there is a error is showing, and also the document details like this. You can correct this error and you can re-upload also your data. After this, first, if you want to suppose while filing the GSTR1 return, if you want to show your counterparty that for that the sales which I have made to you, also I have filed the return, also I have submitted the invoices on GST portal. So from here, you just need to click any of the invoice, or you can click all of the invoice, and can from here you can click on send mail option, and after clicking on send mail, the pop-up window will appear. You can type the counterparty email address here, and also here are the details are mentioned that for this GSTN, for this invoice number, I have submitted this on GSTR1, or I have shown in my sales transaction. So you can take the input in this month for this invoice. Okay, after this after this, the main important aspect is get this sales and IRN reconciliation. As I told you earlier also, that we are providing you the facilities to do the reconciliation of sale invoices with your IRN, auto populated data on EaseMyGST portal, which is basically come from IRP portal at PAN level, also on GSTN level. So if you want to do this activity on GSTN level, not on PAN level, then you can also proceed with this with the above. You can see by clicking here, get invoice, it will fetch that IRN data of B2B transaction, CDNUR, and export, basically for which the IRN is applicable, and it will perform the reconciliation with your sales book, with I can say with your sales invoices. Okay, and also by clicking on summary view, you can see here your auto populate data of all the 4 transactions for which the IRN is applicable, also non-auto populate data of this 4 transaction. After this, you can if you want to see this invoice level view, you can also click here any of the transaction, and you can download the above. Or if you want to see the data on counterparty wise, then you can counterparty GSTN wise, then you can fill the GSTN and select the transaction, make the search, download the report, validate at your end. You can also perform on this activity by counterparty wise. Also, one of the most important thing, that if you want to see, or I can say validate your invoices at this end, basically we have provided some filters also to see your invoices at these ends also. If you want to see your invoices from date filter, you can select here also. If you want to see your invoices GSTN counterparty wise, then you can select here. You have to select the particular GSTN and make the search. If you want to see your invoices at invoice number wise, then also you can search here invoice number, and you can make the search. And GSTN status wise, document type wise, invoice type wise, document status wise. So these are the filter basically we have provided to you to validate and see your invoices at this filters end. After this, after performing the reconciliation of sales data with the auto populated IRN data, you can basically see that how many invoices are matched with your sales data, which is auto populated with sales data on your book and also on GSTN portal, and how many invoices are mismatched. Only IRN data, only IRN means you have generated the IRN of that particular invoice, but while filing the GSTR1, you have not shown that invoice in your sales book. And no IRN means you are showing the particular invoice in your sales book while filing the GSTR1, but you haven't generated the IRN of that particular invoice. So by applying these types of filters, you can basically validate or can perform the reconciliation of the IRN auto populated data with your sales data. After this, when you validated the invoices, sync the invoices on EaseMyGST portal, validate invoices at your end, corrected the above mistakes. Now it is the time to file the GSTR1. So by clicking GSTR1 here, you can basically generate the GSTR1 summary. Here is the GSTR1 summary that I have generated for my data. By clicking save to GSTN, you can easily save your data from EaseMyGST portal to government portal. After syncing the data, you can check the saved status here. That may probably some of the times, mainly the client face that some of the counterparty GSTN is inactive while filing the GSTR1. So that invoices must be shipped to B2CS transaction. So these types of error while filing the GSTR1 will show you at here. You will automatically correct at this end, at your end, and can sync the data on GSTR1. After clicking this on generate GSTR1 summary, it will basically show you the difference, or I can say the data equality between the data on EaseMyGST portal to government portal. Suppose you have synced the 100 invoices from EaseMyGST portal to government portal. So here, transaction wise, I'm again saying this on transaction wise. Suppose B2B, the data on EMG is 371 invoices, and on government portal it is showing that it is reached only 370 invoices. So it is one invoices which is making the difference on the data of EaseMyGST portal on government portal. So at your end, you can easily validate this and can correct and re-push the data. After pushing the data on government portal from here, you can basically submit the data and also file the return with DSC signature. This is the main important feature which we are providing to you, that there is no need to go to GST portal, or I can say government portal, for saving the data, for cross-checking the data, or for filing the returns. You can easily do these all types of activities at your end from EaseMyGST portal. There is no need to do on government portal. So how you can do this? I am showing you by clicking this submit button. Basically, we are providing some validations in checklist. If suppose if you are uploading the GSTR1 data and you have not uploaded the HSN summary on that, so it will show you HSN summary is blank. It will also show you document details is blank if you have not uploaded that document. So after correcting these types of things at your end, you can basically, by clicking here on this checkbox and submit GSTR1, by clicking on the button submit GSTR1, you can easily submit the data to GSTN portal from EaseMyGST portal from here. There is no need to go to government portal for submitting, as I told earlier also, for submitting, for filing return, for validating the data. In our previous time, our clients validate the data through GSTN portal and EaseMyGST portal, but in this newly advanced portal, there is no need to validate on government portal. You can easily correct or do all these types of activities at your end. Now, after submitting the GSTR1 data, you can easily, by applying the DSC signature, and easily file the returns from here. So this was the basic procedure of explaining GSTR1. Now I will show you, or I can tell you, there's some basics of GSTR2 and GSTR3B also. First of all, thus there will be a same procedure to upload the data of GSTR2 on EaseMyGST portal, either through integration process or Excel process. Either you can go with PAN level wise, or you can go with GSTN level wise. You can basically do whatever uploading and syncing the data on EaseMyGST portal, whatever options you want to go with. I will show you one more important thing. See here, this is by clicking on reconciliation. This is GSTR2. Okay. After uploading from here, you can upload the data GSTN wise. From here, from the view section, you can easily view your data. As you can see, this is GSTR2 data I have already uploaded to show you. And after this, if the data in ISD transaction or ITC or HSN summary is there, then you can also view this data. After this is GSTR2A. If you want to fetch GSTR2A from the government portal, then easily click on get 2A data. It will be fetched from the government portal to EaseMyGST portal. As you already aware that for 2 versus 2A reconciliation, only two types of transaction are preferred, B2B, CDN. And if there is any amendment in B2B or CDN invoices, then you can also view this. It will automatically fetch from the government portal to EaseMyGST portal. Same activity for GSTR2B also. As you can see that I have already performed the reconciliation and completed process for here. So this was basically the procedure of GSTR2. Now I will explain to I will show you the basic feature of GSTR3B also. By clicking here, by clicking on returns, you can view this GSTR3B. Same procedure, the data which is uploaded on EaseMyGST portal, either through integration or through Excel, either on GSTN level or through PAN level. By clicking on this option, GSTR3B auto compute, the GSTR3B will generated on PAN wise, GSTN wise. The Excel report will be downloaded at your end. Suppose if the ITC in the Excel report you are not satisfied and you want to claim the ITC on your level, on your behalf of working, you can easily change your ITC, or you can change any of the data. After changing, you can basically easily upload from this option browse PAN GSTN wise, and it will uploaded on EaseMyGST portal. From here, basically you can create this GSTR1, GSTR3B by clicking on confirm, and after this you can view your data as basically the GSTR3B on GSTR3B portal. Outward supplies and liable to reverse charge, interstate supply made to unregistered person, eligible ITC, exempted, interest late fee. So that will be all regarding the GSTR1, GSTR2 and GSTR3B. So now I would request to my colleague Mr. Gagan, he will explain to you the glimpse of reconciliation. Over to you, Gagan.
Thank you, Sagar, for explaining the GSTR1 process into the brief, into the detailed version. So I hope all the members of who have joined will be able to file their return from their for the December month. Also, if you are not clear about the process, you have to just wait. We will personally will get in touch with you. All the account managers will get in touch and help you in filing the return for the first time and all the times. Now coming to the glimpse of the GST return, that I think my screen is visible to you. Okay, so now the glimpse of GST returns, that what are the GST returns of glimpse of ITC reconciliation, that what is the ITC reconciliation we are giving into the advanced version of EaseMyGST. So I'm just gonna show you, I'm just gonna tell you most key features of the advanced version that you have already seen in the older version of the EaseMyGST. I will skip that part according to the time constraint. Now, when you upload the purchase data is uploaded through the PAN level or the GSTN level, as the Sagar shows you. After uploading the data, you have to just click on the get 2A and 2B. For both you can do on bulk level as well, on a PAN level as well also, and on the GSTN level as well. Now there is a change in this session, means Earlier we used to click on the reconciliation button to do a particular GST invoice reco, but now we have come up with the smart version of the reconciliation that at the time of downloading the 2A and 2B, you have the system will automatically trigger your reconciliation part and automatically will do the reconciliation according to the data present into the uploads present into the purchase section of ISMA GST and the data which is being downloaded from the 2A portal. So there is no need to click on the GST invoice, no need to go on the GST invoice to start the reconciliation and to wait for the reconciliation. Now all the reconciliation will be done through the system by its own. So this is a smart reconciliation feature we are coming up with. Also there are some 3B marking features as well into the advanced portal. Means you can mark your 3B summary report that what all the invoices you have to be filed or what all the invoices you have to take the ITC. So you can mark that in particular invoice into that mark as 3B. You can just click on that check and that particular invoices will be shown into that 3B portal. So now there are some additional features which we are lacking in the older version. Means link delink version. If I say about link delink invoices, what is the link delink invoices? Means the invoices which the system has automatically matched from our side and mismatch from our side. So for that particular invoices, there are sometimes there's need to rethink and recheck those particular invoices. So at that time you can link and delink those particular invoices to the another invoices. Let's say that if you want to say that this particular invoices should be matched with the another invoice and it should not match with the invoice which from the system have done that matching purpose. So you can link and delink those particular invoices. Now category wise vendor summary are available, net vendor summaries are also available, and post action summary are also available. Means you have taken the actions. Means many of the actions you can take. One more action is there that you can do accept your invoices, accept your supplier invoices, any of the invoices you can accept and reset your action. After that we will provide you the post action summary. Means all the actions, what all the actions you have taken in that particular reconciliation is available in now in advanced version of ISMA GST. Now group and PAN level reports are also available for the reconciliation, and the GST level reports is also already available. So now again for the mailer option, you have to send mail communication to the vendor. So you have to just upload the vendor master one time only. After that you have to just click on that send mail option and then it will directly trigger you to the mailer option, and then it will directly go for the mail. And if you want to attach some of the attachments into that mail, that what all the invoices you need to share it with the counterparty, you can just show it with the mailer option. Now I just want to time is very less, so I just want to give you the glimpse of the reconciliation portal which we have made, which we have prepared for you guys. So just by clicking on the reconciliation, you can just go to the result section after downloading the get to and get to be. So this is a snapshot summary which will provide you the brief of the, and you will have an idea that what all the conditions the match conditioner says, what all the purchase only says, what all the deemed match, that there are some of the deemed match that we have applied some of the tolerance level and then convert that particular invoice to the match status. By clicking on this section, you will be opening that particular section to the view section. You can also view that invoice at a invoice level. Also, all the summaries which I have shown you in the PPT are available here, category wise vendor summary, net vendor summary, link, delink, all the options are available here. Also bulk mail history also, that means you can send the mail by the bulk option or by a counterparty level option also. Means you have to just click on the counterparty and you can send that those mail to all the counterparties if you want to share the mailer option, and if you want to share that particular reconciliation part which you have done at your end. So this is a glimpse of the reconciliation. We will wholly and solely will come with the next webinar and explain you how we have done the get to, how we have to means how we have to do the reconciliation matching process and all the process. One more thing I need to tell you that there is what is the advancement in our processes. So for the advanced reconciliation, we are coming up with the some of the fuzzy logics and all the logic which we have applied from our side. Means you can apply and you can do the analysis of the data according to your only. So there are two sections, means analyze missing invoices. You have to analyze first missing invoices and mismatch invoices. So missing invoices are those which are we say that those are the invoices which are not come from the two-way perspective, or are uploaded by the supplier but not by your end. So those are the missing invoices. You can deselect and you can apply some more fuzzy logics to that. First, our first logic is across financial year. Now you are able to do the across financial year wise reconciliation as well. Means you have uploaded the data for financial year 2021. You can click on this check, and my system will look after for the previous financial year as well, and will look after for the that preceding year as well, that what all the invoices either party has filed into the earlier months, or whether the party has filed into the next month. So all the invoices can be into a matching condition. Again, second fuzzy logic you can apply on the invoice number, that if the invoice number is starting with the A001, and the counterparty has filed with the A001 slash 1718 या hyphen 1719, all those will be going into a matching condition from the invoice perspective. So now we have some more applied logics, means tolerance level. You can now set the tolerance level according to your only. You have to just click on the type, and you have to just click on the tolerance, and you have to you can type any of the amount which you want to type, or which you want to set the tolerance according to your business rule. So you can do all the, just click on the get history. You will get the reconciliation prepared by this, by applying these fuzzy logics. So this is a glimpse of our advanced feature of advanced version of the reconciliation. We will surely come up with the next webinar to show you how this feature works and what is the data says, what the data says. Okay, so we are open to have some Q and A's, question and answers, into the chat session or into the Q and A session also.
Thank you, Gagan. We know that time is short, and we probably might be going very fast, but our agenda for today is to show you the features of advanced portal, and to give you the idea regarding the GST1. We are very soon planning for a next webinar where we are focusing on advanced reconciliation, and we have like given the answer of the queries which was presented during the presentation, and we thanks all, and very soon you will get a new invite for a next webinar. Thank you everyone.